Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where we are playing Cinders, an interactive fiction game which you can get through the developer's website, which is linked to in the video description. In the last episode, we as Cinders made our decisions. We are going to Madame Gad. We went to Madame Gad, and we are going to try to woo the prince, become the queen, and rule this land with possibly an iron fist. It seems all the plans have worked out. Madame Gad apparently is taking care of everything. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, I should say, just in case you didn't watch it or forgot, we just got back from the village. We're back home now. And the other ladies are still out trying to deal with their dresses. Looks like Carmosa is still out. Good. I was honestly afraid I wouldn't have been able to get back on time. In time. Typo. Or worse, stumble upon them on the way home. Nobody should have to come hoping to find all the Nobody should have to come home hoping to find all the people gone, praying to be left alone. Fortunately, with some luck, it's the last time I feel like this. Tomorrow, everything's gonna change, one way or the other. Or maybe I'm just delusional. Can a normal girl like me catch the attention of a prince? Am I really that special or attractive? It may not be just a bold plan. It may be the first sign of mental degradation. Ha. On the other hand, he might be a spoiled brat. He might torture small animals for all I know. Princes are allowed to do anything, right? It's too late for doubts and other what-ifs, though. I've made my decision. And I want to get anything. And if I want to get anything, I need to stick to it. That is my only chance of success. Alright, enough of this. I need to go into my room and stay there as usual. When Carmosa comes back, I need to look like nothing is going on. Ooh, I'm feeling the tingles as we're reaching the climax of the game. The garden looks odd in this pale moonlight. Everything is set for the ball, but there is no living soul here except me. It seems so unreal. Just a few hours ago, it was full of servants, carefully setting every little piece of decoration. Now it's deserted as the preparations come to an end. Only the wind does not hesitate to run freely and ruffle everything. I have to say it feels unusual tonight, like a change is about to go off during the storm. A charge, whatever that means. Thunder, I guess? This tension in the air almost feels tangible. Our court jester used to greet people, "May you live in boring times." This feels like the grim opposite. Almost like an omen of things to come, a sign of a storm closing in. Interesting times. I wonder whether this has any chance of success. Can I commit to change and make it happen? Is this even possible? I've read the philosophers, but I've never seen it come true. Books and idealistic theories are one thing, but people tend to resist change, even change for the better, which is exactly why we haven't gotten on board with the metric system. Bastards. Father didn't make it any easier for me either. He was a good ruler, and he's remembered very fondly. Anything I'll do will be seen as betraying his legacy. It would all be easier if he had been a bloodthirsty tyrant. It feels like a storm is coming indeed. Even if I succeed, history may remember me as a renegade. And will any woman stand by me through this? Is this ball the best way to look for such a person? In the absence of better ideas or better judgment, I have made my decision. The best I could. Now all there is to do is to see things through. And hope. The weather tonight really doesn't feel right. All the dogs in the kennels act as if possessed. I should get back to the palace. Let's hope for an interesting ball night and boring times. I'm glad I could finally take off that damn dress. It's badly done, badly cut, tight as hell, and looks ridiculous. No corrections are going to change it. Aw, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Sophia looks like in her dress. That little old man called himself a tailor. What a joke. I bet I could do better sewing a suit for him. Oh, I'd trim his waist good, cut his trousers tight in all the right places. The little fellow would be even smaller by the time I was done. You are referring to height, right, Sophia? This whole situation is stupid. No matter how tight and tasteless our dresses are, they won't make any of us a princess. Gloria, weren't you supposed to be in the garden? I was, but the weather turned bad suddenly. I've never seen the weather change so quickly. Oh, my big, mature sister got all spooked by a big bad cloud. Don't be ridiculous, Sophia. I am not in the mood for this. Maybe you would like to get all soaked in the rain and look miserable, but I surely don't. Well, I don't see a single drop of rain outside. Neither can I. Strange. I swear I could see flashes between the clouds. Are you practicing about talking about the weather before the ball? Because it's not working. You're still boring. No, but I can see you are already sharpening your tongue. The prince will surely appreciate your wits. And how is your dress, Sophia? By all things held dear and holy by all the naive people in the world, I swear, if you ask me this question one more time, you will feel my pain. Oh, Sophia, I love you. The reason I repeated the question so many times today was in the hope that it would stretch a little over time. Oh, well, it didn't stretch an inch. The tailor did a good job there. When I wear it, I feel like a properly packaged piece of pork. Hooray, alliteration. Why didn't you tell Mother then when we were at the tailor's? He could have applied further corrections. Because her loving motherly eyes told me, one more complaint and you're dead, girl. Your choice of words is poor as usual, but I agree with your sentiment. Mine is still much too tight as well. Ha ha! I always found it astonishing how my pain tends to trigger such immediate joy in your little black heart. No, it's not like that. I mean, you're right about the joy part, but something else made me laugh. Do tell me. I'm sure it's going to be utterly enlightening. Well, tell me. Aren't these dresses a wonderful metaphor for our lives? I fail to see it, I'm afraid. We're trying to fit into clothes which someone else made for us this whole time, or rather, for the image of us in that someone's head. I bet they're a perfect fit for those phantasms inside Mother's mind, disciplined and pretty as dolls. Stop it. Your bitterness is getting tiring. And stop being so childish, it's only a dress. A lady must learn how to walk, talk, and smile even if the corset is a bit tight. You know that Mother is only trying to teach us how to behave properly in society. She had to endure far more than a tight dress to get us to where we are now. Oh yes, the sacrifices she made to make us shine during the grand ball. Your cynicism gives you little credit. You know very well that this is important to her. Perhaps it is. But tell me this, sister. Is it important for us? Smash cut to Carmosa. Finally, the day's over. Both dresses fit, everything's in place, and even that incompetent tailor agreed to lower the price. All things considered, it all went better than expected. It's a shame that the girls don't seem to realize how important this is for them. Nor do they appreciate how much effort it takes to prepare two young ladies to make their debut in court. Especially if nobody cared to invite them. They're not even aware of what that means for women their age. By noble standards, they're getting old and must be introduced soon if they are ever to find a husband. And without a husband, they may as well lock themselves up in this house and wait for old age to come and relieve them of their miserable lives. I hope they'll grow up soon and open those naive eyes the way the world works around them. It's either that or they will end up alone, in some dark and empty room, forgotten and hated by everyone. Thank heavens for the night. If nothing else, it's easier to hide oneself in the dark from the gaze of others. If no one wants to see it, it isn't happening. That's the way people work. And I learned that lesson the hard way. Is that a storm coming over the horizon? It's one of those strange, cold ones, without rain. I think I remember a storm like this, many years ago, that night when she died. It's no good to think about things like that before I go to sleep. It's late, and the weather's turning bad. I had better close the window before the storm comes. Ooh, I would like to know more about what that was all about. Thank goodness it's dawn already. I haven't slept for the entirety of the night. How could I? I feel like there's a dozen especially vicious poisonous butterflies having a grand ball of their own in my stomach. Ugh. Poisonous butterflies. That's a good one, Cinders. Lack of sleep will surely make you very eloquent this evening. Still, if things go according to plan, this has just been my last night spent as a slave in my own house. I can hear Carmosa's voice. Is she mustering the girls again? Her little private army of 2? Well, whatever training she gives them, nothing will prepare them for this evening. Oh my, won't they be surprised? As will be Carmosa. The all-powerful, all-knowing lady will be caught at a loss tonight. I think I should sneak out right after they leave the house if I'm to get the dress before it all starts. So hurry up, girls. Man, we're doing smash cuts all over the place. 6 additional guards in the main hall. That makes 65, and 2 dressed up as guests, following the prince discreetly. At least that much good has come from the masks everyone will be wearing. Guards can be disguised and mixed in the crowd. Of course, every assassin, vagabond, or other villain opposing the rule of the prince will be dressed as guests as well. This is going to be a long night. The security is quite tight, but during a masked ball, the chance of an unwanted person squeezing in is far too high for my liking. I guess I'll just have to follow the prince closely. Contrary to what His Highness believes, I think a proper guard presence is needed at this event. On the other hand, I'm being let go, so why do I care? The prince is determined that this is the age of politics and plots, not war. Information instead of steel. I wonder how well that will work. Somehow I don't think people change that quickly or willingly. Someone assaults the future king with a hidden blade, but then suddenly the ruler yells, "What's the capital of the lands of the mist?" Well, and the attacker folds. But fair enough. I have decided not to adapt, so I'm staying behind. And with my inadequate methods, I shall protect the prince one last time. Then, come what may. My attachment to the code, to honor, to the crown is also a thing of the past. Inadequate. Let me just check the windows and fences one more time. Well, look who finally got out of Carmosa's reach and managed to come. I'm so sorry. The sisters kept calling me and wrinkle their noses and demanding adjustments to everything. Their hairdos, the way their shawls are draped and dresses pressed. And now it's so late. I won't make it in time. How could I have missed my chance? What? They didn't even notice, but they ruined... Oh, okay. Too many passage of times there. Calm down, girl. You will be fine. But it's so late and the ball has almost started already and you're just nervous. And that is fine. There's a big night ahead of you. But trust me, you will get your chance to dazzle everyone. You are right. Maybe I'm panicking a bit. Good thing you didn't see me when I was running over here like crazy. Actually, if you want to make an entrance, cause a stir and get envious looks, you ought to come fashionably late. This way you'll be noticed from the start. Good point. But I guess it's understandable I'm nervous like that. I think every girl your age has the right to flaunt her emotions to the world every once in a while, but thank the spirits it hasn't come to that. Yes, thank you. So, what do I do? Let's start with the dress. You can't go to the ball without one. I'm glad we agree. I mean, technically you could go without one. You'd definitely get everyone's attention then. Yeah. But somehow I don't think that's what you had in mind. I'd prefer not to if you don't mind. May I see it? The dress is prepared for you along with everything else in the wardrobe. That's the room on the left there. I'll wait here. Let me just get the lights. Oh my, this is raunchy. Almost explicit, I would say. And I like ending on a high note. So we're going to check out Cinders' raunchy, explicit dress in the next... Hey, maybe I was right. Maybe it is neckline down to the belly button. Again, wouldn't mind that. But anyway, we'll see her dress and possibly more in the next episode. Tune in tomorrow, guys. We're almost done. I think.